Oh, they got Andre Drummond and Derrick Rose back in New York. That's crazy.
Hostile lightning strike targeting active. Be advised, hostile HCXD spotted. Hostile UAV spotted.
Shut out. Care package awaiting orders. UAV on standby.
Flavor all over.
Hardened sentry, ammo depleted.
First bombs.
It's not one yet. Keep it tight.
Burn sender on standby.
Oh, voice.
All CED assets degraded.
TACOM, requesting redeploy to new hot zone.
Stand by if you want to get fired.
In my head, I was like, this nigga is getting on my nerves.
Nice too.
It's stressing me out.
Push me out too. It's your stick.
What's wrong with you?
Hmm?
I'm lying. Third place.
Ooh.
I've been there.
Oh, I forgot they got LaMelo Ball.
It's walk to 0.5. It's walk to 0.5 since I put it on there.
So it's about 30 minutes.
I only played one game. 10 minutes.
Domination.
Locked and loaded. Following your lead.
Capture the objective.
Get a UAV overhead now.
Oh, yeah, they big when we get in there.
Losing A.
They kept running. That's smart.
Tango down.
Losing Bravo.
Spectre kill.
Lost B.
Incoming frag! Good effect.
Losing Alpha. Securing Bravo.
Rose.
Tango down.
Securing Bravo.
Care package on standby.
Securing Charlie. Losing A. C secure. We lost Alpha.
Battery requesting re-up and resupply.
Hostile UAV spotted.
TACOM, deploy CUAV.
Friendly UAV inbound.
War machine ready.
UAV inbound. Securing B. Hostile health inbound.
KIA.
Securing Bravo. Be advised, hostile care package overhead. Hostile counter UAV above. Radar is down. Securing Alpha.
She's gone.
UAV ready for deployment.
Hostile UAV above. Heal yourself. There's
Fucking
another round
twat
coming
that.
up. Be advised, hostile counter UAV is online.
You fucking twat that. Hate him.
Be advised, hostile dart in your AO.
Vector scope.
Watch the hoop.
We lost that engagement.
I caught his dumb ass
Go ahead.
too with the fucking grenade. Fucking bitch. so fucking hard.
Half time.
That nigga was childish for me for no reason. Did nothing to him. Did nothing to provoke his ass. Nothing. And he smacked me with the river.
Bumped down. Enemy
That's
has
why I
A.
can't play games. I mean, play them. Like, issue I have with the bomb.
Friendly UAV inbound. Securing Bravo.
Let go.
Securing Bravo. Bravo secure.
Authorizing UAV release.
Lightning strike coordinates received. Securing Alpha.
Care package awaiting orders.
Rats, please be rats.
TACOM.
Rats,
Care
great.
package for
Not
you.
unit. Any of those would be great.
Hardened sentry ready to deploy.
Friendly UAV inbound. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Be advised, hostile counter UAV is online.
Hardened sentry ready to deploy.
Losing B. Enemy took B.
Hardened sentry ready to deploy.
Stabbing the shit out of me.
Where his ass go again?
He's gone.
Got his ass this time.
Being locked down. UAV inbound.
Sentry online.
Friendly UAV inbound.
Hostiles have destroyed your hardened sentry.
Mm-hmm.
Hostile UAV above.
Battery. Requesting UAV support.
Hostile counter UAV above. Radar is down. Securing A. Losing C.
Kill.
Losing B. Securing Alpha. Losing Charlie. Looking good. Continue on mission. Enemy took C. Be advised, hostile hitter in your AO. Hostile counter UAV above. Radar is down. Charlie secure. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Authorizing Authorizing UAV release.
Losing Bravo.
Boys out there balling.
Enemy took Bravo.
I see.
Be advised, hostile counter UAV is online. Secure the Bravo. Be advised, hostile care package overhead.
Damn.
Friendly UAV inbound. Be secure. Hostile hater detected.
See, he can't fuck with bread.
Securing Alpha. Lightning strike coordinates received. Made the entire city be proud.
What? It's over? Already?
What's up, baby? Third place? I see you. Somebody like Caitlyn shit. Sinking mode. Huh? In sync mode.
I put on auto sync and I just sit it down and
We all got the app.
Domination. Capture the objective. Securing C. Enemy took A.
Thank you.
Securing C. Retreat dominated. Take those positions. Charlie locked down.
Demo KIA.
Losing C.
Assault unit down.
Hostile UAV spotted. C dominated. Go on the offense.
Good effect.
Securing Charlie.
Yep. Battery KIA. Battery requesting UAV support.
A secure.
Establish perimeter at 10,000 kilo.
Hostiles have destroyed your UAV.
Call well size niggas up. Oh, that flat shot, dude. Come on, man. Damn. Rose getting locked up by a rookie. That boy on the spot.
Depression. Multiple symptoms hold you back. It's hard to get out of your driveway and your own way.
Call Will Post.
Welcome to Nationals, you guys!
Are you guys lost?
I figured we should go through here to go to our dressing. We're back! This is what I think of you.
That's what you call gutter trash.
The only reason they're in here is because they know they're not going to beat us in dancing. They got to beat us with their mouths.
Honestly, you think that Kalani is the entire team. Everybody else can pack it up and go home.
I disagree with that. Wait a second, you've gone too far now.
Come on,
At
Holly.
some point, that was
6 feet under, and you might look good.
Kathy knows the one way to shut Abby down is to talk about her going to jail. Abby doesn't have anything to lose, but these kids have a lot to lose.
Who has the solos?
The Jiminy's and the Kalani group. That's crazy that they don't get the original solos. And they've been with Abby for like 7 years.
Abby, are you pretty happy with the 4 soloists and feeling pretty confident?
Can they get a little advice, something to think about on stage?
Good luck, girls. Go get 'em.
That's the last thing you want them to hear.
I don't know what this has to do with you. It's nothing to do with you.
You know what? It has to do with me because I'm in this room and I'm sick and tired of hearing your mouth and hearing this nonsense of a conversation when the girls have to warm up.
Well, then you can leave too. You don't need them to sing. Don't listen.
You look like an idiot.
Come on, girls. Let's go.
Every time Kathy's involved, she goes crazy.
Why does Kathy get to her so bad? To me, Kathy looks like a child. I think she just knows where to pick. She knows how to get to her.
All right, here we go with our next group from Candy Apple's Dance Center, Abduction.
Last year, Kathy beat us at Nationals. It can't end with a loss.
And now from Abby Lee Dance Company, is there still hope?
Thank you.
We've all lost our ways before. We've gone too far away from home. We're stuck in the middle of the world, searching and searching for everything we never found. I'm caught in the middle, undoing the riddle that I can follow. Untangling the movements, but it seems so useless when I'm wondering where we would run. Finding hope, we can all go. We're trying to unscramble and unravel what it means to be okay. Fighting hope, it's a long road that we've all got to travel, but we can handle whatever comes our way, whatever comes our way. Fighting hope.
Man, we got the squad. I need to bring
But we can handle whatever comes our way.
Our top 2 junior solos. It's Eliana from Abby Lee Dance Company, your grand champion. Dear Lily Love Daddy, it's Liliana from Abby Lee Dance Company. Third place, it's Bryn from Abby Lee Dance Company. Our senior grand champion, Kalani from Abby Lee Dance Company. Yes! Senior boot grand champion, is there still hope? Abby Lee Dance Company, come on up!
Man, you guys are gluttons for punishment. You just stand in here,
We just want to congratulate you. We just want to congratulate you.
Well, thank you.
You did an amazing job.
Well, thank you, but you gotta admit it probably stings a little bit.
You don't have a whole lot to talk about. Third place.
Your kids got fourth. Genius.
Shut your fat mouth.
You're not going to ruin this day for me. No way.
See you in jail, honey.
Put your tail between your legs and waddle on home.
Get your fat ass out of my face. Go away.
Give me this. I'm not gonna be in the middle. I'm not.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. And you're not gonna go after me. You just punched me. And you're touching me. You punched me.
Go away.
No, don't go here anymore. Walk. I got it. Walk. Watch your fat asses out of
Got
here.
it.
Oh, you're gonna break those
You want to get no down and dirty. Wait till my
They lost. They're sore losers.
Well, I'm so mad right now I can't even talk.
You know what? There's no hearts and flowers with this. This sucks.
I wanted to say something to you. Callie has always been great. For you to go after a kid is wrong. I just don't feel that Candy Apples is the right place for me. And I really wanted to anyhow.
What are you talking about?
It's hard for me to sit there and watch Kathy antagonize Abby and antagonize the mom. That's just not who I am. At this point, I don't want this team.
Where did you get that mop?
Our customer didn't need it anymore after Frontier Basement Systems waterproofed their home.
Judy, call Frontier today.
For all things basementing.
At least it wasn't a shop vac.
After a brilliant first putt, she now has to make her way through the windmill.
Holy moly!
The bigger the hole, the sweeter.
Nice ride.
The triumph.
We got a hole in one!
Holy Moly 2, the sequel. Premieres Thursday on ABC.
The garbage needs to be taken out, and I think that starts with you.
You are a plagiarist because that little girl is somebody else's student. You just put her name on her back.
You have any issues, any of them on, come to me.
I don't think you can come in here expecting to be like, boom, I'm at the top because I say so. I think she deserves it. We all work.
I can't worry about your kids. I gotta worry about mine.
Don't worry about my daughter. I'm just
can't.
telling you, she's not going to give you everything because she doesn't give me everything, and I've been here a whole hell of a lot longer than you. So wait a minute. So you're in your honeymoon period. You probably could get away with talking to her, whereas the rest of us can never say a word. You might be able to catch her ear and, like, speak your piece.
Do I interrupt this class?
I suggested that Jill go down and talk to Abby because I think everyone needs a little initiation when you join our group, and the best way to get that is to go right in there and tell Abby Miller how you feel.
Okay, ready? Go. Woo!
Abby, I need to talk to you. Can we have 2 minutes? 2 minutes?
Shouldn't have gave her with their shoes on. Jill doesn't understand how the dynamics in my studio work.
Does anybody have any popcorn?
You really need to go sit.
So, give me a minute.
Maddie, count it up.
We played by your rules.
Right.
I'm a little disappointed that Kendall's at the bottom of the pyramid. Abby, I need to know what you need from me to get her up.
I don't need anything from you.
I liked watching Abby shut Jill down. Jill definitely has ulterior motives. I think she'll do anything to get Kendall ahead.
Does everyone want to be on the top of the pyramid?
Well,
Hello. Hi, how are you? I'm fine. Good.
I'm Alyssa. What's your name?
I'm Kaya.
That part.
I don't know why Abby constantly insists on bringing new people in. It's bad enough when she brings people in from the studio that we know and have danced with. Now she's bringing a stranger in. I just think it's crazy.
I think our kids are fabulous on stage. I mean,
I think they are too. I wouldn't have brought her here if I didn't think you had fabulous dancers. I just think that they could use a little more personality, a little more diva to them. She has that.
Diva too?
Yeah,
We're not diva.
Spell rendezvous? You have to know the names of everything. We're really into terminology here.
It's good that girls want to try out for our team, but I don't really want a new team member right now.
because I'm perfectly fine with all my friends.
Second.
She's gonna audition, or
I think she should just start choreographing a routine and just put her in it, because her testing to see how flexible she is not really.
there's a lot of other kids who want to dance on this team, so I don't know why she would just get to walk in and be on it when there's other kids who've had to go through.
Other kids don't have a resume like her.
So I'm gonna call your mom down. Okie doke.
God, she's a loose cannon. You never know what's coming out of her. That's true. No matter how nice, how mean.
She knows zero terminology.
I don't think that these spelling tests and all this other stupid dance terminology is relevant. What I personally want Abby to do is stick my daughter's damn dance CD in her and watch her dance. You're the professional. You've been doing this all this time. You create stars, so why would I question what you're saying?
Yay! Hallelujah! We have a winner!
Don't just get there all the way.
Come back for your in tomorrow. I'll have more time.
I heard her say come back tomorrow, but why? You don't get to just come and be on the team. Our girls are 2 weeks from nationals. Why Abby would ever consider adding a new girl to the team right now is beyond me. Just when I thought it couldn't get any crazier, it got crazier.
Originally, I was replacing Brooke and Paige, but after closer consideration, I decided just to go with one dancer.
I'm Allie. I'm 13 years old. This is a big opportunity, and I just don't want to screw it up.
Chloe was my lead in the group member, and now it's going to be you. So, I'm sure Chloe's mother's going to hate me, but oh well.
Chloe's your national title winner, and she's been here since she was 2. Chloe worked hard. They all worked hard. And they've danced here their whole life.
Yeah. It's understandable. I'm sorry.
You know what, Shelly? If you feel so bad, why don't you put your money where your mouth is and go down and say something to Abby?
You are not at the level you were on last season. So you're going to do the summer for me, and if it's not perfect, I will pull all the demons, and Allie, you will do the angel part as a solo.
Her name is Abby Lee Miller. She has long as her middle name.
If she tries to make that group dance a solo, you should stand up and say, my daughter's not doing it.
But I'm not the teacher. I don't tell the algebra teacher how to teach algebra. So why would I tell a dance teacher how to teach dance or how to make those decisions?
Telling her you would rather do the group, not a solo, isn't telling the dance teacher how to
No,
teach
you
dance.
are. If that's what she chose to do, I'm not going to tell her what to do with her creative life.
How's it going in there?
If you want to just give me peace right now and let me get to this please just tell them they're doing a group.
It's a group. There's no doubt that it's a group. I can't have a studio where the brothers run the show. I thought for the first time out this season, the group was pretty darn amazing on stage. I think Allie sold the role of the angel.
My new angel.
Yay!
And I think it's so funny that she gives Allie all of the credit for the group dance. Wouldn't you want to give your dancers credit that you've trained?
You all realize, with the exception of Sophia, that you are on probation.
Chloe's worked her butt off for Abby, and she won a national title. And now Abby's going to replace her with some girl off the street. Abby gives Chloe a solo, not as a reward, but as a punishment, because she's going to make her dance against Sophia.
Miss Abby kept saying how much better Sophia was than all of us, and that gave me a purpose to work really hard to show Miss Abby one day I will be as good as Sophia.
Chloe, listen to me. The name of the music is Another Girl. This song is about being left in the shadows of some kid that's famous and popular. First it was Maddie, now it's Sophia.
Abby's already made it abundantly clear that Sophia's the only person that matters, but to cut Chloe's solo rehearsal short to have an acro private with Sophia is simply below the belt.
I'm nervous, and we're coming in with a new dancer. Hopefully, all eyes will be on Sophia.
If Abby so desperately wants Sophia to be part of this team, she shouldn't have Chloe dancing immediately following her. Hitting children against one another isn't exactly, team building tactics.
Your second runner-up, ladies and gentlemen, is Miss Chloe with act number 25, Another Girl. Highest scoring elite junior soloist is Miss Sophia with act number 18, Superstar.
Sophia, outstanding. High score of the entire competition. All right, Chloe. Hot mess. Flexibility is getting worse instead of better.
I paid you for her to go to class and stretch.
You know how sometimes your child takes math at school, but they need a tutor for extra math? Chloe needs extra flexibility at home.
Why haven't you ever told me that before today? She's been at your studio since she was 2.
She's lazy.
Then why don't you say, do this? This is how you fix it. You are a plagiarist because that little girl is somebody else's student. You just put her name on her back.
Chloe was awful today.
I'm always the first to jump right back at Abby. You know, I believe in fighting fire with fire. But some of the things she said about Chloe, it just hurt me. What are we doing, darling?
Moms gave me such a hard time when I came to ALDC. They had better give Christy just the same amount of trouble they gave me.
Can I sit right?
You waiting over there, baby? Oh, Julius. He done tied the game up, man. Oh. Listen to her speak. Oh, shit. Yeah. Ooh. You know, we try this shit for fun. I'm going back. Oh, man, come on. Guess it worked in my favor too, man. I should have used that time up. That nigga fired me. Yeah, that whack ass foul they put on Julius. He keep on running until my player trying to get Anthony. You ain't gonna get Anthony, boy. I'm gonna put him on the bench again. Nice rotation. Damn right. You know that bucket right. He just didn't know where. Okay. Ugh. And what we do, make them time out so I can roll their blunt.
The garbage needs to be taken out, and I think that starts with you.
You are a plagiarist because that little girl is somebody else's student and you just put her name on her back.
If you have any issues with any of the moms, come to me.
I don't think you can come in here expecting to be like, boom, I'm at the top because I say so. I think she deserves it.
We all work. I can't worry about your kids. I gotta worry about mine.
Don't worry about my daughter. I'm just telling you, she's not gonna give you.
Damn right they did. That's why we only did. I don't know how. I'm telling you. How is that?
Welcome to TPM Vids Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. We also have Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at TPM Videos. Well, it's that time again where we explore the wonderful world of animatronics. Many Disney rides and attractions feature audio animatronics. And with these robotic figures being so complex from all of you, today we have some really fun malfunctions to share. Now, if you've ever caught an animatronic malfunction on camera, send it to the email address on the screen for a chance to have it featured in a future video. Now, without further ado, let's count down the top 10 Disney fails and animatronic malfunctions, part 10. Number 10. Taking a ride on the world-famous Jungle Cruise at Magic Kingdom brings a lot of excitement, from puns to animatronics. Many simple figures make up this cast of wild animals, but there's also a couple human animatronics. Trader Sam is one of them, and he's the head salesman of the jungle. He's very cordial, almost like he's bowing to get you to buy into his 3 heads for the price of 1 deal. He's a man of class, but sometimes he just can't help but fight those demons inside. With that broken umbrella, which is normally part of the show, he looks even more busted, almost like an animatronic at Universal Studios. Whoops, just kidding. He normally doesn't have any side-to-side movement, so it's kind of strange seeing this jerky movement in all directions. I mean, someone just needs to buy him a head to make him stop. Please. Number 9. If you've watched this channel before, you'll probably remember some animatronic malfunctions with Mr. Potato Head. And guess what? The Spud is back. Most of his...
Ball out the hoop. Ball. Mellow. gonna have problems out of Germany.
But we've never seen him malfunction as he's trying to take out his ear. That's what happens here in Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Check it out.
Hey, nice ears you got there. Want to trade? I'm just kidding. I wouldn't bet on silly things.
I love that such a loud thud is made, even though he releases the ear ever so gently. When this happens, and it happens quite frequently, a cast member needs to manually put the ear back into the socket. And this is always done in plain view of the guests.
Backwards.
And the crowd goes wild!
Thank you, Beck. I'll be here all week. And judging by how this line's moving, so do you.
Tag. It's a simple game everyone played as kids. But this is far from simple. It's Ultimate Tag. Fox tonight, join football's Watt Brothers.
Diving Superman.
For a wild ride.
Oh my God.
On the Ultimate Playground.
Welcome to the fastest, craziest, and most intense game you've ever seen. Oh my God.
Ultimate Tag series premiere tonight after the Masked Singer season finale on Fox.
Your #1 Mattress Warehouse. Evansville Overstock Warehouse. Low overhead, low prices, big name brands, get incredible.
Number 8. The next animatronic malfunction brings us into the Little Mermaid ride at Disney California Adventure. Now your journey begins and ends with Scuttle.
Now, how does that go? All you do is
Scuttle can naturally be a bit frantic, so sometimes he gets fed up telling the same story over and over and over again. And you know, he just needs to sit back and relax.
What the Oh, she's so mean. I'll make you do one if you give me a voice, she says.
With him naturally being slouched, he just looks so sad yet so smug, doesn't he? I want to say that his eye blinking is run through a separate electrical signal from the hydraulic system that controls the other actuators in the animatronic. That would explain why the figure stops moving completely and we get this.
Voice, she says.
Number 7. It's a Small World is a classic Disneyland attraction with a lot of history. I feel like with this ride, though, there are two distinct groups of people. One group that loves the ride and cherishes this beloved song and story, and another one that can't stand it, thinking it's annoying and creepy. Well, for a ride that a lot of people consider creepy when everything is in perfect working order, it gets a little creepier when things start to malfunction. In these clips sent to us by Savannah Mr. 3, it just wasn't a good day for a lot of the animatronics. There's something especially unsettling when some of the figures are moving while others aren't. Don't you think? I don't know, it gives a whole different meaning to the world of fears. Or if you love the ride, then it's just another cool animatronic malfunction.
Josh Hart out there.
Number 6. The Three Caballeros and the Grand Fiesta Tour at Epcot have been the subject of many malfunctions in the past. And guess what? They're at it again. Well, more so Jose is at it again. He's fallen and he can't get up.
I've fallen and I can't get up. What do you mean? Jose dropped his contacts.
What's a bit strange about this malfunction is that aside from him healed over, he's functioning perfectly normal, which makes this even more amusing. I'm guessing the actuator in his hip failed, which is why he's in the position he's in. You know, I'm starting to think that he's really becoming a burden to the group. Get your act together, Jose, or just fly the coop already, alright? Number 5. Both It's a Small World at Disneyland and Sinbad's Storybook Voyage in Tokyo Disney Sea feature miniature animatronic figures. Coincidentally, malfunctioning heads were caught on camera on both rides. So first up is Alice on It's a Small World, who's dealing with that crick in her neck. Now, when you look at the figure's normal animation on the ride, her head doesn't move at all. So it's interesting once again that with a malfunction, we see a head function that's built into the animatronic that never actually gets used. On Sinbad's Storybook Voyage, the animatronic animation in this ride is beautiful. They all have full range of motion, and I can honestly watch these animatronics for hours on end. Now, I'm honestly not too sure who this guy is, but he's our subject of interest, who's either trying to tell us something like secret, or he just has a really bad itch. I don't know. Imagine an entire ride with animatronic heads like this. I mean, I would gladly go on this. Wouldn't you? Number 4. Over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, you could find a very impressive Lightning McQueen audio animatronic in Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. Without the animatronic, there is no show. So, when the figure malfunctions, cast members are usually quick to shut it down. In this show captured by Dizar Dream, there were issues as soon as Lightning McQueen came on stage. Pay attention to his front wheels and you'll see they're not spinning. Other than that though, he was moving perfectly fine until this point right here. Then it was all downhill.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy is experiencing technical difficulties.
I love how they coincidentally stopped the show right as he was blinking, giving us this. A less than flattering look for McQueen. It's almost like when you take photos of the articulated heads on the castle stage. The one cool thing with this is that when the show lights turn off, you can clearly see the constraints of the mouth projection on the animatronic. Number 3. When Rise of the Resistance first opened at Disney's Hollywood Studios back in December of 2019, it was constantly going down. That's usually somewhat typical of new rides, and it included the Kylo Ren animatronic malfunctioning. Just for reference, this is what the scene is supposed to look like.
Underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields! Shields? I see no evidence now.
Over the course of the first few weeks, there were many times when riders got to the bridge of the Star Destroyer only to be faced with a lifeless Kylo Ren in a variety of positions. Then in this clip from Parallel Disney, both Hux and Kylo Ren are doing the mannequin challenge that hasn't been relevant for about 4 years. Now, there's also been times where the second Kylo Ren animatronic would also malfunction, but Disney actually built a Plan B into the scene. So normally, this is what happens.
There's no escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will just put you in the resistance.
can be, with different dialogue as well.
The precious resistance is about to be destroyed.
The beauty of this ride being trackless is that they can easily shift your attention to different areas of the scene. So, when the computer detects a problem with the Kylo Ren animatronic, it can switch into B mode seamlessly. The fact that Disney has been creating more and more B mode show scenes is great, since it limits downtimes and still allows you to have a complete but modified ride experience. Number 2. The Hall of Presidents at Magic Kingdom gives you the chance to see the most animatronics all at once. Some of the figures' movements are more subtle than others, but during this performance, it's hard to keep your eyes off of Theodore Roosevelt, who's getting a little jittery.
Herbert Hoover. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Harry S. Truman. Dwight D. Eisenhower.
You can see at the start of the video his arm was slightly shaking, then he just got possessed and knocked something off the table and went crazy.
Franklin D. Roosevelt.
I can keep watching this one over and over and over again. It never gets old. It's like his morning coffee really started to kick in right there. Now, it's said that when animatronics begin to shake like this, it's caused by a glitch in the computer software that keeps looping the same 2 frames. It's an attempt to create fluid motion, but then it rapidly repeats, and we get this. Number 1. This final segment is called Lend Them a Hand, and it features the cast of the Carousel of Progress. So, back on January 20th of 2020, the younger daughter that shows up in Act 1 that mysteriously disappears for the rest of the show has her arm disconnected from her hand while it's still stuck to the handle.
That's right, folks. Now Sarah has time for other things.
Like canning and cleaning the oven.
Yes, dear.
Ovens don't just clean themselves.
I know, dear. And they probably never will.
I mean, this is quite the sight, but that's not all. Later on February 5th, John in the first act was caught with his hand detached from his arm and it laid on the floor with his pipe still in hand. There is no video footage known of the malfunction, but this picture was posted on Reddit by user Colts McGee. I mean, I gotta hand it to Disney, they dealt with both of these malfunctions quickly and fixed the issues. But these animatronics do need some love and care. If you look at old footage from the attraction, the animatronics move with much more fluidity and ease than what's seen now. Hopefully one day in the future, Carousel of Progress will get the refurbishment it deserves. So, have you ever seen a malfunction or breakdown in person? Which malfunction on the list today was your favorite? I'd love to know. Leave a comment down below to start a conversation, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Welcome to TPM-Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. We also have Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at TPM Videos. Good morning from the Disneyland Resort. Today's kind of cool, but anytime I come to California, the mornings always seem cool, especially this time of year. And you know what? It actually makes it a perfect time to visit Disneyland because, as you can see, the crowds aren't that bad at all this morning. So today I'm going to bring you along as we virtually park hop the Disneyland Resort while heading on 10 different Disney rides. I always like starting my mornings off at the Disneyland park so I can truly leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. Main Street USA is one of my favorite places. I always say hi to the little roasty toasties and to that guy. Actually, I don't know him, so maybe I won't do that. Oh, you know what? I hear the Dapper Dans. I always like to stop to listen to these guys perform. They're incredibly talented. This might be the closest we'll get to the Haunted Mansion today since the ride's down for refurb. But let's head up the hub and into Fantasyland. I always like starting my Disneyland days off with a Fantasyland dark ride for a couple of reasons. One, the lines in the morning are usually much shorter than during the day, and two, it just really gets me in the Disney mood. So kicking off the day at number 10 is Alice in Wonderland, which is always my Fantasyland dark ride of choice. I really love how the ride utilizes screens in a clever way to blend in with the physical sets. So, let's get ready for tea party, shall we?
No, that's what it
That this scene on the ride is a bit warmer than the rest of the ride, and that's because the house scene in Mr. Toad is below it.
And the king. So, rule 42. The queen always wins.
Now get ready to hear Goofy's iconic holler right now. So Disney actually uses this soundbite as a little Easter egg in many of their animated films. But I'm pretty sure this is the only ride to feature this sound. Or at least it's the only one that I've heard it on. I don't know, have you noticed Goofy's holler in any of the other rides? Now this last scene coming up was actually added during the 1983 refurbishment of Fantasyland, and then it was also modified during the 2014 refurbishment as well. This ride's always so fun, and I love the whole Alice in Wonderland area. It's like a little mini Alice in Wonderland land. Well, we're going to skip the teacups because I'm sorry, but they get me very, very dizzy. And speaking of skip, I think we should go into Adventureland and say hi to the skippers on the world-famous Jungle Cruise. What do you think? Mornings on the Jungle Cruise are the best for minimal waits, and it's usually when all the animals are the most active, especially Bertha. You know what, never mind, that was irrelevant. She's an animatronic. I'm sorry, that was my attempt at Jungle Cruise sarcasm, alright? Let's just leave it for our skipper in number 9, who just happens to be me. Well, hello there, folks. Welcome aboard the world-famous Jungle Cruise. My name is Dan, and I'll be your skipper for just about as far as we can get in the next 3 weeks. Now, just a couple of safety reminders. Please remember to keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat, remain seated, and parents, please watch your children. Now, if you didn't just see, we entered the rainforest, where it rains 365 days a year. Yeah, that's almost every day. It's pretty crazy. Now, over here on the right, we have Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Now, walking by the temple, you're going to see some indigenous creatures. Watch out for the young ones. They may look cute and cuddly, but they're actually really dangerous. They tend to latch on to their parents for about 18 to 30 years and bleed them dry. Yeah, that's what my parents told me. Oh, hey, we're entering an ancient Cambodian shrine. Now, that's a 500-pound Indo-Chinese tiger. Fun fact about tigers, they have stripes so they can avoid being spotted. Yeah, Joe Exotic has not been able to spot this tiger. As we leave these ancient ruins behind, up ahead it looks like we're entering a sacred Indian elephant bathing pool. Oh my gosh, I had no idea that they were going to be here today. Wow, okay, if you brought your cameras, you can take as many pictures as you want. Looks like they all have the trunks on. Well, except for him, and maybe her. Now, over there in the shower, that's Bertha. She's been in there for a long time. You can tell by all those wrinkles. It just goes to show you, if you stay in the water too long, you'll turn into an elephant. Now, as we leave the elephant bathing pool, we head into... Oh, no, Squirt, not today. No. Okay, good. I guess he didn't have enough trunk space today. Lucky. Now, here at the Jungle Cruise, we like to say that there is danger around every corner. Believe me, you want to keep your eyes peeled because we may have to split. Now, our camp is right up ahead, so let's just go check on it just a minute. Whoa, what is going on? This used to be our camp. Guys, what's with the monkey business? We've gone over this. It's not funny. Well, isn't that just great? I guess the gorillas are now calling the shots. Oh, they left my truck running. How the engine's gonna die and I'll never get it turned over. My gosh, this is just bananas. We gotta split. Now, up ahead is one of my favorites, the beautiful Schweitzer Falls, named after the famous explorer, Dr. Albert Falls. Did you know that more water flows over in 1 second than a man can drink in his entire lifetime? Yeah, I don't know about you, but that's a little hard to swallow. Well, guess what, folks? We just entered the Nile River. It's the longest river in the world. It goes on for miles and miles and miles and miles. And if you don't believe me, then you're probably, well, in denial. Coming up is a pair of African bull elephants. The one on the left is the second most feared animal in the jungle. And the one on the right is the most feared animal in the jungle. Bob JPEG. After the Nile River, we're into the African Veld. The African Veld is home to many different animals, like those long-necked giraffes in the back, and we're also really lucky to have some vintage zebras. Yeah, they're still in black and white. They're worth a lot. Oh, and would you look at that? That pride of lions is protecting the sleeping zebra. Isn't that cute? Aw. You know what? We'll just let them rest in peace for now. Hakuna Matata, right? Oh my, oh, that must be that lost safari party. Doesn't look too good. Let that be a lesson for all you folks. Never get into an argument with a rhino. They always get their point across in the end. If you don't believe me, ask that guy. Well, you know what they say, safari's so good, so I guess we're going to be moving right along, up ahead to the hippo pool. They've been giving us a lot of trouble lately. Just last month, they sank one of Disney World's boats, plus 6 of our boats here. I wouldn't worry too much, though. Only 5 of those were mine. No, don't worry. It's fine. I've learned my lesson. Hippos are only dangerous if they're blowing bubbles and wiggling their ears. Oh, no. Oh, okay, yeah. Yep, that is bad. No, okay. All right, folks, everybody cover your ears. I'm going to try to scare them off, okay? Ready? Go away. Would you look at that? Scared stiff. See, he tried to charge the boat, but here at the Jungle Cruise, we only take cash. That was pretty exciting, right? Well, at least my last crew thought so. They're right there. I can see them. Canoe? Hey, guys, miss you. Oh, looks like they're celebrating something special up there. Let me see if I can translate for you guys. One sec. Wait. I don't know. What was that? Oh, no. Folks, look, on the left, there's an ambush. Get down. Everyone, get down. Now. Get down. Sir, please get down. Whew. Is everyone all right? Okay, good. And if any of you caught a spear, just take it out and throw it back. We're not allowed to keep souvenirs, okay? Thank you. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the magnificent, the wonderful, the 8th wonder of the world, the backside of water! Woo! Yeah, and if that doesn't excite you, then there's the front side of a rock. You know, I thought that joke rocked, okay? You know, I think we should just take some more time to appreciate the local geology, like some more of these rocks. But a lot of people just take them for granted. Now here in the Amazon River, the water seems pretty calm right now, but it is actually home to man-eating piranhas. Oh, Whatever you do, don't stick your hand in the water because they do bite. But don't worry, you're not gonna die if you want to touch them. I just don't encourage it. Wow, there's a lot of them today. Hey, fellas. Now, up ahead is a boa constrictor, but don't get too close, he may get a crush on you. I heard it's a very constricting relationship, something you might not want to get wrapped up in. Just some food for thought. Here on the left is Trader Sam, who's the head salesman here in the jungle. Business has been shrinking lately, so this week only, Sam's offering a 2-for-1 special. 2 for his, for one of yours. Alrighty, folks, it looks like it's time for the most dangerous part of our journey, the return to civilization. I know. So please keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. Parents, keep a watch on those children and refrain from standing. Speaking of standing, you've all been outstanding today. Truly one of the best. Now, what I'd love is if you could be outstanding on that dock right there. No, I'm serious. Get out. I'm sorry, that was so rude. Please, get out. I just gotta say, being a skipper at Disneyland would be a lot of fun, and if any skippers are watching this, just know that you guys rock, and we do not take you for granted. Believe me, you're the best. Honestly, you guys are. Now, speaking of cast members, one just came up to me and said that they were randomly selecting guests to test ride Haunted Mansion while it's in refurb. I don't know. So let's head over to New Orleans Square. Okay, so here's the tea. Apparently the inside of the attraction is still Haunted Mansion Holiday, and that's what the Imagineers want to test today before they begin reinstalling the original Haunted Mansion sets. And we're part of this lucky group. It's like a VIP experience. I'm super excited because I really love Haunted Mansion Holiday. So for number 8, let's get ready to go see our good friend Sandy Claus in the town of Halloween on Haunted Mansion Holiday, coming up next. Okay, we're inside the mansion, but the stretching room has already been changed back. So this is the perfect opportunity to do what everyone really wants to do and recite that ghost host spiel. So join me, won't you?
Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge. To find a way out. Of course, there's always my way. Keep a close watch on all children, please. All good